I want to talk specifically about a comprehensive venture evaluation. That's a tool that I use and sell through Lienhart Leadership Consulting to help a startup business evaluate what its real, capabilities are as far as has it got what it takes to really be what we'd call a real entrepreneurial startup. And we break that comprehensive venture evaluation down into three different elements. We look at technology, which is about 30 points potential. We look at market, which is 30 points potential. And we look at leadership as the most important criteria or element, which is 40 points potential. So that adds all up to 100 points. So a perfect score is 100 points. So after I've done a comprehensive venture evaluation and I look at the score, obviously 100 would be great. 85 is what I consider a green score, and you're good to go. 70 is a yellow score, and it has some precautionary flags that are up as a result of only being a 70 or better. And those precautionary flags are things that I identify in the comprehensive venture evaluation which can be addressed. Anything below 70 is red, and you're not ready to go at that point. You're not going to be a successful startup. You're going to be wasting your time if you don't fix some things that we've identified. Possibly they can be fixed, or possibly you're not ready for prime time. But when we look at technology and the 30 points in technology, we're looking at the product, the service, the business. How unique is it? Do you have a competitive advantage? Do you have perhaps even an unfair competitive advantage? How long is the technology going to last? Is it a fad, or does it have some durability to it in terms of product life cycle? So we're really evaluating about 10 different elements of technology to see, what the technology base for the product or service or business is. The second element, and we can go into this in more detail as well, but there are about 10 different pieces to market. The second element is the market, again, up to 30 points. We're looking at the competition, we're looking at the product, we're looking at its deliverability, we're looking at how unique it is again, but we're looking at really its deliverability and the competition and what the buyer persona is going to look like. So in the case of competition, I want you to have at least 5 competitors we're going to look at in that box, which would be direct and indirect competition. Indirect competition typically being new technology. And then, of course, in the whole area of technology, we're looking at emerging technology, and we're looking at the market, emerging market, new products and services that could be coming along. And then the third element in a comprehensive venture evaluation is leadership. Leadership gets the most points because leadership is the most important of the 3 elements. It's also, by a lot of people's opinion, the element that breaks the first. So it's not technology that breaks, it's not the market, it's the leadership element of a company or a business that breaks. And that's why it gets the most points, but it's also the most vulnerable and gets graded accordingly. So in the leadership element, we're talking about the strategy you've put together, the team you've put together, the resources you've put together to execute that strategy. Again, you look at a comprehensive venture evaluation, we end up doing that in about a 10-page report. We do charge for it at Lienhart Leadership Consulting. But a score of 80 or above is a green light. A score of 70 or above is a yellow precautionary light. And below 70, it's in the red zone, and you need to really look at your business model to see if you've got what it takes to go forward and be counted as a real entrepreneurial startup.